Alright, you're back with another episode of Superman JP, Shirtless J. Sorry I'm late, man. I already started doing all this stuff. I just got carried away. It's my boat. It's a Sears boat, plastic boat, nice boat. I like this boat. This is a 3.0 horsepower gamefisher. The problem was initially that carburetor would fill with gas and constantly flow. Carburetor would fill with gas and constantly flow out of the return valve here. So I took it apart. It turned out to be the float needle here is just a needle. Didn't fit into the jet properly and had to be replaced. That was problem number one. Then the throttle cable needed to be adjusted. If you take notice of this cable here, there we go, there you go. All right, you take notice of this cable here. It has an adjustment right here. Apparently it was adjusted way too far out, so it would give it way too much throttle. You screw this nut here, the brass one here, in, and it would decrease the throttle. So in turn, it won't run wide open, and then when you give it throttle, it won't go past its max and kind of bog out. You don't want all that. So just adjust. Remember, there's an idle adjustment right here. The other one is on the handlebar here, and this was turned all the way in. So if you turn it in, it's gonna be tighter. You turn it out, it's gonna be you turn it out, it's gonna be tighter. You turn it in, it's gonna be looser. Take note of both adjustments. Problem number 3 was that this shifter here rotates due to this inside washer here that the nut screws onto, where the bolt screws into an inside washer nut that's in the plastic. So pretty much somebody tightened it too much, torqued it down, and turned that bolt washer in there. So whenever you tighten it up, it just spins freely. So that needed attention as well. Put a little rubber strip in there for now. All right, problem number 4 was this gas line that was up there was too what I say, too small. So I had to get some more gas line. Replace the gas line here so it fit the bowl properly. Also, my little prime and my fuel shutoff kind of went bad on me, so just a straight bypass. I'll put another shutoff switch in there sooner or later. Problem number 5. The exhaust outlet here is supposed to descend into the propeller housing here. The need for the exhaust to come out of a hole here to propel the boat forward, and also to travel in and out of the propeller housing. So I noticed there was play all up and through here. So to take this exhaust housing off, there's 6 screwdriver screws, 6 Phillips head screwdriver screws here. The tiny washers on them. Take note of the washers so you don't lose them. The locking washers to keep this tight up here. You don't want your exhaust fume just spewing out the side. But once you take the 6 down here at the bottom, there's one up top, and you can't get to it without taking the top of the cover off. The top cover consists of cord housing here. Unscrew these 4 screws. Leave the nut in the middle. Unscrew the 4 screws. Leave the nut in the middle. This is also in case you guys don't have this fuel and oil mixture here. This is the schematics of that. You can freeze frame or pause it or screenshot, do something. Anyways, all right. Once you take these 4 off, you remove it. Comes right off. Looks like this. Very nasty. But anyway, these 2 little openings you see there, they go around and click, click onto these. And they lock onto these. So when you turn it, it can lock and turn the whole thing. All right. Once you do that, you can remove this housing. Also, take your gas cap off. You're gonna need to take your gas cap off. You can pretty much just pull it out. When you put it in, that's when you need to push the tabs in. This take down. That's when you need to push the tabs in like this, and then put it in like that. All right. So once you take the gas cap off, take the pull cord off, take the whole housing off. Just like that. Somebody put Gorilla Glue up here to fill this. That's a terrible idea because it mixes with water and that's when it turns into glue. So the best thing would be to put actual sealant up here. Gas grade sealant that won't get eaten up by gas. Idiots. But anyways, once you do that, you can take this cover, just unloosen this bolt right here if you want to, and turn it to the side like that. I already got these 2 screws out. They go into the side like that, just like that. One in the top, one in the bottom. You can take those out and it's free to move. It moves up and down. So now I can put a washer up here, and once it drops down in there, it'll be connected. And that'll be a good look. There's also a gasket in between the manifold and the exhaust here. Right here. You're going to want to put that back. Clean up all this gunk. See, I got gunk up here. I'm going to clean that up. Clean that. Put it back together. But this is just a little video of all the rundown of what could possibly be wrong with your little 3.0 motor. And things to take note of. If there's not any of these things, your fuel, your exhaust, your throttle, your idle adjustments, if there's not any of these things, your carb, if there's not any of these things, then your engine is pretty much, blown, kaput. It's over for it. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Also the part number so you guys can use that as a reference. But yeah, appreciate you tuning in.